the three. And him?
Hello, and welcome to the stream. This is Turndawg here once again, and I'm doing some more Ace Combat 7. 7. My gosh, I can't even read today. I'm doing Ace Combat 0, and you're gonna like it, okay? We got pretty far in the previous stream last week, so we bit through a decent chunk of the game, and we're gonna we're going to jump right into some more exposition stuff. Oh, Oh, that's where I get it. Thanks for reminding me, Peb. That's right. It's called Ace Combat Zero in in the Canada land. I wonder what Canada is in the Ace Combat universe. I guess we'll never know because apparently according to Ace Combat universe, the whatever the United States country took over Canada as well. So who knows? So let's see. Ace Combat Zero: The Belkan War, prequel to Ace Combat 5. Oh, okay. Okay, that makes sense now, Pip. Thanks. So this basically chronicles the war in which the country Belka basically became the country behind every conflict in the Ace Combat franchise. Well, not counting the first four, but whatever. The whole idea is that Belka's essentially like Ace Combat's Nazi Germany, except it's permanently Nazi Germany, and it never learns its lessons. Kind of thing. And basically, this war is the situation where they were having economic trouble, so they started trying to cede away territory, and then a crazy extremist government got put into power and basically decided, nope, we're gonna flex our military muscle and just invade everyone around us because we want to, and we're Belka strong. That's pretty much how it is. And then the people around are like, oh crap, what? And then it took like a whole coalition between Osea and uh, as well as mercenaries and Yuktobani and everything, all banding together and being like, "No, you're going back the way you came." So I think at this point in this game, we are definitely going to come to the point where Belka decides, "No, we're just going to nuke ourselves, and you're going to not advance any further." So yes, Belka does in fact nuke itself, and and everyone's like, "What the heck? Don't do that!" All right. Um, where we left off, we just successfully, we effectively, for what purpose? Only Belka knows, Pib. It's all part of their master plan, apparently. There's actually, you know those like little country ball, like those little like ball comics where they depict like the nation as like a ball with like the flag on it and shit, and it's usually like some really stupid like dumb comic. There's a whole bunch for Ace Combat's countries, and there's one about Belka just dropping its nukes accidentally. But whatever. To prove they aren't chickens, yeah, they just went in there and Leroy Jenkins their own cities. So we left off. We captured Area B7R, which was called the Round Table. Yes, Arthurian discussion all abound in this and everything. So we're gonna start right off with interviews with Belkan aces that got shot down by moi, yours truly. So we get to learn more about what the enemy see me as.
Raced at the astounding accomplishments of the mercenary known as Demon Lord. I forgot about my job and read everything I had on hand. Around the time Demon Lord received his nickname, South Belka showed signs of weariness regarding the war. Because the region was set up as a defense line to protect the birthplace of Belka in the north, the people's dissatisfaction had reached a climax. The cities declared themselves demilitarized and peacefully surrendered to the Allied forces. Unable to establish a defensive position, the Belkan army kept retreating to the north. The end of the war was fast approaching. I was given an opportunity to interview the former aces of the Belkan Air Force. Back then, they were the masters of the sky, and they had also known him. So I crossed the border to follow his trail. I wanted to capture the war and the Demon Lord from their point of view. To capture the voices of those who were there. Indigo Team Commander, former member of the Belgian Air Force, 7th Air Division, 51st Tactical Fighter Squadron, Dmitri Heinrich. An ace whose precision and grace in flying earned him the title of Blue Heron.
Welcome to Plane,
Today
Echo.
He has his hands full with the family business.
Well, that day, right before I deployed, my airspace assignment was changed. Initially, my squadron was assigned to the stable Eastern Front. That was changed to Area B7R, the round table where casualties were recorded at a fearsome pace. It's also the place where I met him. It was just 2 planes, him and an eagle.
They got really good at drawing.
Of course, didn't stand a chance against
These are live-action filmed scenes,
I
so
could tell he was good. And
yeah,
it was going to be
they
bad
got
for
really good at
us.
drawing.
But there was something else I noticed. He hesitated. A vulnerability that can be exploited. I was certain I would win. The pilot was still young. He had yet to master the rules of combat. But in the end, I was shot down.
I was better, but I got shot. Brilliant.
Teams number 2, former member of the Belgian Air Force, 5th Air Division, 23rd Tactical Fighter Squadron, Rainer Altman. He flew the skies of Directus during the capital's liberation, and he's still there to this day.
I met him above this very sky. I can still hear the sound of the missile alerts from that day. I received an order to fly to Directus on my way back from an intercept mission on the southern defense line. The order itself wasn't unusual. We kept being deployed from one mission to the next without receiving even the basic maintenance. But the situation was the same all around. We were late reaching the operational space. The station squadrons had already retreated, and warning bells were going off in the city. And the people were looking up to his plane, high above the sky. I couldn't see any emotion in his maneuvers. I didn't feel like I was fighting against a human being. I wanted to end that battle as quickly as possible.
Silver
Beckett
Team
was actually
Commander,
scared.
former member of the Belgian Air Force, 51st Air Division, 126th Tactical Fighter Squadron, Dietrich Kellerman. He was once the top ace at Belka and a fiery instructor at the Air Force Academy. In 1995, the Belgian Air Force sent him to the front lines to bolster troop morale.
And now he's just a farmer.
He was good. From what I'd heard about him, I thought he was still just a young mercenary. But he matured since then. He still wasn't perfect, but I could see he had come a long way towards understanding the rules of combat. What's important on the battlefield is to let go of hate, to survive, and to adhere to the rules you've set for yourself. These are the rules I've taught my students. And when I saw him, I could tell my time was done. A new generation had inherited the sky. There was no more need for an old soldier like me.
Every time I flew with him, his skill stood out.
Oh, there's Pixie.
He was unstoppable. He was cool-headed and proud. A combat professional. Demon Lord fit him perfectly. Maybe the man was blessed by the goddess of war. Before long, everyone had taken notice of him. More and more would show up to watch him go off on sortie. Mercenaries or maintenance crew, it didn't matter. People wanted to burn his image to their memories. Hell, they weren't the only ones.
Okay, on to the game. Nice, we get some opening exposition and stuff before we start.
Belgian forces are beginning to take flight. The industrial city of Hoffnung is crucial to the enemy's industrial strategy and the heart of its war productions. The Allied forces have decided that all Belkan war production must be stopped to expedite the end of the war, and has requested our participation in this operation. The operation will primarily involve the bombing of ground facilities by the Allied forces' bombers. Your mission is to support those bombers and attack enemy facilities. We have achieved near total air supremacy over the target area, but don't let your guard down. There may still be sporadic resistance.
It makes you think, but I know, like, it's firmly in my mind that it still sounds different from Colonel Campbell, though. Hey! Hey, Smith. Glad you could make it. Stomp them planes. Alright, important question to everybody here. Not now, but in a few missions, I will be able to afford the XO2 Wyvern. Should I jump on that? I'm entirely asking because, you know, do you guys want me to see... Do you guys want to see me running around in a super plane? Okay. Alright. Once I get the money, I'm gonna go into and get the XO2 Wyvern. Alright. In the meantime, we need to buy ourselves some weapons for our SU-37 right now. There it is. Oh, you got fuel air explosive bomb! Yes! No, I don't have enough money! Damn it! Fuel air explosive bomb is one of the best ground weapons ever. It just does insane amount of damage and covers a massive area, but I'm so sad I can't use it. Whatever. Alright, Pixie, use your regular bomb since I have to missile everything. Alright. Pixie's gonna get a little bit more preachy about what he thinks of the war, just so you know. So be aware of that.
That must mean the bombing started. Cover the Allied bombers.
Alright, once again, as I mentioned before, I am playing the night route, which is basically like the nice guy route. It's also kind of trickier because it means I have less money to like overall. So I cannot hit any of the yellow. My idea is to avoid all yellow targets, so that way I maintain my status as knight, and I don't drift towards, say, mercenary. Or, was it soldier? I think soldier's the middle.
Initiate bombing sequence. Bravo. Turn it to ashes. That's not enough. Drop more bombs. I thought they were on a precision bombing mission. They're just tossing bombs all over the place.
Oh, someone took out the next Sam I was going after.
This is PJ. Something strange is going on down there. The number of burning areas just suddenly increased. It's all units.
Yeah. In case you're not noticing, the bombers are attacking like entirely indiscriminately.
Attention Allied fighters. Our tank unit's advancing to Sector 2. Some Falcon planes are giving us trouble. Take down those planes for us. A tunnel just hit the city.
Oh, we got some planes to shoot down. Oh, yep, here we are. Come on, Pixie. MiG-31s, oh boy. In case you guys don't know, these things are fast. Some of the fastest airplanes in the game. Well, if you've ever seen one like a picture of one, you can see why. Oh, we also have some F-18s here. MiG-31 was apparently designed as an attempt to try to intercept SR-71 Blackbirds. You can decide for yourself whether you think that was actually effective.
We don't have anything more to do here.
Alright, we've got... Oh, we still have a... Oh my gosh, these aren't even the planes we're supposed to target. Like, as the side objective. They were the ones way on the south. You can see the little circle around them. Yes, man. I mean... I love whenever I get into a discussion with someone about the SR-71, and it's always like, how fast do those things go? And everyone's like, oh yeah, they can go Mach 3. That's 3 times the sound barrier or whatever. It's 3 times the speed of sound. And my response to that is, that's how fast the government lets us know they can go. There you go. You're welcome, platoon. Where the heck is the green fighter? Still have that MiG-31 up there. Now, obviously, MiG-31 probably could not actually, most likely could not ever keep up with an SR-71, but that doesn't mean it can't be a pain in the butt to chase down in this game. Alright, we've got a named guy here, an A-10. Remember, the named guys, if you shoot them down, give you bonus color schemes for that plane. Oh my gosh, this guy... What is this guy doing? Whatever. I'm getting in a furball with him, and it's not fun. Alright.
I've detected an unknown craft on radar. The blip is barely visible. It may be a stealth.
Maybe a stealth. Yeah, it's a stealth. Nope, that's not gonna hit. You play this enough and you can tell by the angle whether or not you actually have a chance of hitting your target. Oh my gosh, we got a whole bunch of them. They're all on me. Here, cover me, Pixie. Playing a lot of chicken with these guys. Oh, there's a jammer. Something's jamming. Where's the jammer? There. No. Yeah, it is. Was that an EA-18? F-18 that's primed for electronic warfare? Ugh. Gosh. Let's go some distance. Oh, that's better. Doing a lot of these turnarounds on this one because these F-35s are persistent. All right. Oh, we got bombers. Oh my gosh, I can't believe those whiffed.
Down all Belkin fighters.
Cool, we did it.
Ignore the civilians. Our priority is withdrawing the troops out of the area. Abandon Block D. Join up with this company from Block C. Don't leave anything behind for the Allied forces. Mission objective fulfilled.
Wow.
Units, return to base.
They just wrecked that city.
Nobody knew why they were fighting anymore. All I felt at that point was sadness for the world. That's why
That's why you what, Pixie? What'd you do? Tune in next episode.
Pursued by Allied forces, the Belkin forces have taken flight, abandoning Hoffnung. Without military production capabilities, Belka is in a bind. We were also able to confiscate samples of what seemed to be experimental weapons from the abandoned war factories, before Belka had time to use them.
Oh. Oh, I got an S rank too. Nice. Alright. I got some cash. New metal, bronze ace. Save my game.
There are still pockets of resistance holed up in the industrial city of Sudentor. Although fleeing, the Belkan army continues to fight back, and are using the Valdreich Mountains as a final line of defense, in an attempt to prevent our army from reaching northern Belka. For this mission, we would like you to assist the Allied ground troops by clearing the skies of enemy fighters. The South Belka munitions factory is located in Sudentor, which means the remaining troops, although few in number, are well outfitted. Head to the designated operations rendezvous location, point 203.
Alright, what am I doing cash-wise? If I sell... Oh! Is that... Nope. Not quite there yet. Yeah, it requires 215,000 monies. We're not quite there yet. Next mission. Next mission we'll be able to get the XO2 Wyvern. Yep, seems like this is gonna be aerial, so let's just have lots of missiles, guys.
DJ, don't even think about talking to your girl over the radio. I wouldn't do that during a job.
Hey, how much you want to bet PJ dies in this game because of all the death flags he keeps raising?
Home team, do you read me? Head for Valdreich to take out any remnant forces the Belkans could have positioned out there. Golem 2, what's the problem? You're behind. Don't worry, I'll catch up.
Yeah, holy crap, Pixie!
Golem 2, is there a problem with your craft? Just sad. Emergency transmission from Allied HQ. A Belkan bomber squadron equipped with nuclear weapons has taken off route to you. What? Enemy bombers are approaching this airspace.
Oh no! Uh-oh.
Intercept. R1, Roger.
Bombers with nukes.
2, moving to engage enemy.
Hey, we're at that... I think we're at that point.
This war would end if they blew everything up.
Yep, let's get these XLAs ready.
Engage enemy. 5 miles remaining. 4 miles remaining. I see them. Enemy fighters with nukes. This is Eagle Eye to GOM 1. Don't hold back this time. Shoot them all. 2 planes. No, 3 planes are down. But this has no bearing on our plans.
Let's see how well these XLAs hold up.
Code 3 to AWACS. There are too many enemy crafts. Please identify the craft with the nuclear weapon. You'll have to shoot all of them down.
Oh, jeez!
In this airspace, stop the nuclear attack. Shoot down all Falcon bombers. Let's carry out our duty. Stay calm and get ready. I won't let them do this. All planes confirmed down. We did it. There's no impossible jobs for us mercenaries. Freedom and we, Falcons. What the?
Something sure happened, didn't it, Echo? Pixie's real name is Larry Falk. Feels so weird still fighting right now. No! Oh no! Oh my gosh. Rip. Oh my word. Now I have to go through all that again.
DJ, don't even think about talking to your girl over the radio. I wouldn't do that during a job.
Alright, let's just keep going fast through this first part, and then we'll be good. Oh, all that dialogue.
Head for Baldrick to take out any remnant forces the Falcons could have positioned out there. Call 2. What's the
All right.
problem? You're behind.
The bombers were high, so I'm gonna fly high right now.
This is PJ from Crew Team. Call 2. Is there a problem with your craft? Just sad. Emergency transmission from Allied HQ. A Falcon bomber squadron equipped with nuclear weapons is taking.
Oh, that's so awful. I'm sorry, guys. We were at the tail end.
Bombers are approaching this airspace.
think I'm high enough.
I'll stop him. This war would end if they blew everything up. We can't let them use those nukes.
Yes, that is correct, Pip. Don't get dead, guys. It's a bad idea. Don't do it.
Everything is going according to plan. No changes are necessary at this time. Prepare to engage enemy. 5 miles remaining. 4 miles remaining. I see them. Enemy fighters with nukes. This is Eagle Eye to GOM 1. Don't hold back this time. Shoot them all. Planes. No, 3 planes are down. But this has no bearing on our plans. Concrete AWACS. There are too many enemy crafts. Please identify the craft with the nuclear weapon. You'll have to shoot all of them down. To all units in this airspace, stop the nuclear attack. Shoot down all Falcon bombers. We must carry on our duty.
Alright, I got all of them.
All planes confirmed down. We did it! There's no impossible jobs for us mercenaries. Read 'em and weep, Falcons. What the?
Okay, now we just gotta sit through this part until more planes show up. Or it could be a real jerk and just shoot down all the yellows. Yeah, how was that Mario 64 PC build? Well, Hazy Maze K's red coin star is pretty annoying. I mean, I guess you know, I'm just why did I even bother asking? At least you have a consistent frame rate that doesn't tank whenever you get into dire docks. Well, that's great to hear about all those with the with regards to the way it's all running on the computer. I mean, it is to be expected since it is a straight up like actual PC build now, like a legit source port. Uh-oh, Pixie's gone.
This is where we go our separate ways.
Who's gone insane besides Pixie?
We were unable to confirm if the enemy squadron you engaged was equipped with nuclear weapons. We don't know all the details yet, but multiple nuclear detonations have been verified within the Belkan border.
Oh,
It's
yep,
also
the nuke.
unclear whether or not GOM 2 who disappeared during the mission, is still alive. We will continue our search efforts, but at this point there's not much hope. Our communications network is still down due to the nuclear explosions. Remain on standby until conditions improve.
Well, PJ's still alive right now, but yeah, the nukes happened. The big nuclear drop that was known as the official end. This is the official end of the Balkan War. The nukes dropped, and everyone was just like, "Okay, we had enough fighting. Let's just say, call it here. Good fight and everything. Bye."
1995. I was still in school at the time, but I'll never forget the images I saw on the news that day. The Balkans set off 7 nuclear explosions on their own soil. Maybe their old militaristic leaders couldn't stand the idea of Allied forces invading their land, and declared to the world that the land to the north was the Holy Land of Belka.
It's the Holy Land.
According to official records, more than 12,000 people died.
You know, that feels like really low
Some
numbers, in all
sacrifice that
honesty.
engulfed all.
For 7
The only
nukes?
thing remaining was the desolate landscape. How did the people of Belka feel about what they saw? And what did he think of it when he looked down on it from the sky?
You'll never know, because you'll never find the Demon Lord of the Round Table. Yeah, Belka is crazy.
We have discovered remaining enemy troops gathered in the Yering mine area in north.
For the record, Echo, Belka does not improve. So,
Numerous divisions of the Belgian army refuse to accept the change in government and are disobeying the command to disband. Your mission is to clear out the remaining Belkan troops, and if the reports are accurate, there are still plenty of them. The Higher Lark base, located in Ocean territory, has been arranged for your refueling. If your tank is low, go there and they'll help you out.
we got a score attack mission
To
here.
compensate for the losses in Galm team, Crow team will be joining you. We're
Can
counting
use a
on your
UN
best
on
performance
Nazi
yet.
the world. Belka learned it. I'm gonna say this: Belka learns its lesson after this war, in the sense that they realize that it's not so good to declare open war with other nations, but to engage in enormous amounts of espionage and infiltration to manipulate other countries without them knowing. Which, for the record, is pretty much forms the the crux of the plot lines for like 5, 6, and 7. Is that somehow Belka's involved? Yeah, we've got enough money for the XO2 Wyvern. So, as per everyone's request, we will be buying the super plane. The pinnacle of Erusian military aviation technology, the Wyvern combines stealth with extraordinary agility, made possible with its unique variable geometry wings. Unfortunately, I cannot afford the weapons, because holy crap, I really want the XAGMs, though. That's like 86,000 monies. But yeah, we go in a fictional superplane now. So there you go. There's the XO2 Wyvern, which is the superplane you can unlock in Ace Combat 4, but I didn't pull it off. Or you could just get it. You could get it like I did in Ace Combat 0 by having Ace Combat 4 clear data on your memory card. And I can also hit it. So when they say variable geometry, outside of the cockpit being open, this is how the plane looks when it's flying at high speeds. When it slows down, its wings unfold and its tail raises up like this. So, yeah. Is that practical in the slightest? No. Is that going to rip apart the wings? Yes. But who cares? This is Ace Combat. Oh boy, we get to fly with PJ now. What do you got? Long range? You use the unguided bombs, man.
You are cleared for takeoff.
I remember failing this mission a lot. But physics. Now, Smith, you should know above all else that for one, forward swept wings is a very, very dangerous idea for airplanes. In general. Now, we're talking forward swept wings and they move.
Altitude restrictions canceled. Return to your mission. Good luck.
Like, this plane is genuinely much more stable when it's folded.
I'll be flying under your command now. Give me orders at any time.
Man, I gotta love the 360. I do have to say, I love the 360-degree vectored thrust on this thing. Like, it doesn't even need actual rudder control when, like, when the engines themselves have complete control.
You know, the game with the horses? Maybe we should get going now. The return line is located on the west side of the operation airspace. Pass over this line whenever you need repairs or supplies.
Yeah, that's right, Echo. That's a smart strat.
Too bad about Pixie.
Will the XLAs actually take out those MiG-21s?
Together anymore. Warning, the enemy's tracking you on
It doesn't really have rudders. The elevators just kind of raise up to a 45-degree angle when it's going slow. So it relies entirely on the vectored thrust of its engines. Because if you look, you see the engine nozzles actually like moving left and right. They actually operate on a full 360-degree axis, which I don't know if there's a single aircraft in this day and age that actually has thrust vectoring to that extent. I know they have ones that do full, like, X-axis, or not X, they do full Y-axis, and some of which can operate independently enough for rolling, but I don't think we have one that's, you know, correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm not sure if we have 360-degree thrust vectoring. On any of our planes, that is. Or Russia, for that matter. No! Stupid Sam! Oh, the other is supposed to. The keyword being supposed to in very big quotes. Yeah. I'm suddenly remembering that one mission. That one mission in that was earlier in last week's stream where it was like that big castle. And I was just getting shredded apart because one of the castle towers was just covered in flat cannons everywhere, so it was just completely unsafe to fly overhead. Oh, don't get me wrong. Oh, trust me, I'm quite aware of how much of a waste of money the F-35 really is.
Missile launched.
It is a money pit.
The E platoon has been put on terrorist duty.
I could get the A-10 whenever I feel like it, but
Radar lock.
you know what's funny is that the A-10 would actually be a pretty solid weapon for pretty solid plane for this level. Oh, speaking of flak, look at all the flak guns.
AA artillery unit destroyed.
I think yeah, Pip, I actually did have access to the A-10 for a while. The only thing that's sad about Ace Combat is that they don't make the A-10's gun any more unique than the other plane's guns. When, like, that's literally the defining feature of the A-10 is its insane gun. It's possible. It's possible. I've seen how big an A-10's cannon bullet is. It's insane.
There's two of them. The Demon Lord went towards your platoon. Are you sure there's only two? Confirm.
This is honestly, like, this is such a boring mission, I wind up failing it because I just, like... I wind up failing it just because I wind up, like, extending my strafing runs a bit too long and just crash into the ground. That's why I say, like, I tend to fail this mission a lot. And it's because, like, this mission is actually... This is one of my least favorite... This might be my least favorite score attack mission in the entire series. It's like the most boring and uninteresting score attack mission that has ever been. I really need the bird cannon.
I should be able to fly like normal one without any unnecessary maneuvers.
It sounds so muffled if I fire it in the cockpit mode, though.
Radar lock. It shouldn't be that tough if there's only 2 of them. Chopper down.
Hey Smith, you know what's a terrible tease? Alright, I get it. These are attack helicopters, so this doesn't really prove my point. What's a terrible tease that almost every single Ace Combat has Harriers in as enemies, but you never get to actually fly one yourself.
Locked on. Transfer is complete up to number 6. The rest will be done soon.
Yeah, so full. Oh my gosh. So yeah. What makes this even rougher is that I'm playing with a knight.
Huge facility.
Like I'm playing with the intent of just being of the knight completion. So I have to ignore all these other like high value targets just because they are marked as neutral. How much you want to bet that they actually don't let you fly the Harrier because that would completely defeat the purpose of the takeoff sequence, the takeoff and landing. Well, at least the takeoff sequences.
AA guns destroyed. Missile launched.
Oh my gosh. Oh, gunboats. Is gunboat worth some cash? Yeah, just a half hour of taking out a lot, and I mean a lot, of very low value enemy targets. And that's the problem there. That's the problem with this mission. There are almost no like actual high value targets. It's all like these little piddly onesie twosie enemies. Like, I'm genuinely just scouring to find, like, something that's worth some points. Well, here we go. We got at least a handful of, a good handful of enemies here. Now, I know that Excavator is actually worth a decent amount of money, a decent amount of points, but once again, I'm playing Knight. Although, you never know. It may not hurt to just... What if I take out the crawler? It's worth 500. It's worth 500. I'm not even halfway done with the score. I'm past a third. Oh, that's why it's worth so much. How many hits? That many.
The enemy threat level is down. Continue to engage. Golem 1, Bucks 2. Tank destroyed.
Yeah. That's usually where it is. I try to run the strafing run and try to end with some bird, and it doesn't work. I tried to bird too much.
Locked on.
At some point, I'm going to have to use the return line because the score requirement for this mission is insanely high. Yes, the Demon Lord demands all sacrifice. I mean, look at his shiny plane. I'm gonna say, having the XO2 Wyvern here is going to make the final mission very fun. Alright, there's a plane. There's a plane. Planes usually are worth some money. Yes! 700 for one Typhoon. I will take.
Box 2. Missile off target.
Oh no, did I? Nope, I did not destroy it. Nope. Target a different target a different one. At least $1.
Approaching gun range. Missile launched.
I mean, I'd rather be taking out these enemy fighters, because look at how much they're worth.
Missed. Oh man, he dodged it.
Oh, F-35s. Those are probably worth some cash. Fun fact, I don't think you see Typhoons very much in these combat games anymore. I don't think Eurofighter is giving away their license like they used to. It's kind of similar to why you don't see Tornadoes in the Ace Combat games anymore, is that the license holder doesn't want to give it up anymore. Yeah, we're running low on missiles. I'm gonna head to the return line and restock. But not before I take out a few of these guys. A few more piddly AA guns that are behind the hangar wall, so I don't even think I can reach it very well.
Box 2.
Whatever.
Just a few missiles left in reserve.
But I think you guys can see why I don't really like this level very much. I cannot emphasize enough how I genuinely think this is the worst score attack mission in the game. Maybe in the franchise.
Locked on.
That's gonna miss. It already missed by the time I said it. You know what's interesting about the XO2 Wyvern is that its canopy bulges out like crazy. Like, you see that? I never noticed that until Ace Combat 7. Spoilers, the XO2 is also in Ace Combat 7. But yeah, I never noticed that about the XO2 Wyvern, is that its canopy just... It's fat.
Heading to return to base and resupply. Begin landing checks. You're cleared to land.
I don't have to do this, but... Oh! Straight shot.
3 miles to touchdown.
He's gonna bark at me for going too fast at some point. Yeah, I did see that the F-18s also have very bulgy canopies. Not quite to the extent of the XO2 in these games, but... yeah.
You're on the money.
At least I'm not...
1 mile to touchdown.
At least I'm not making him bark at me for going too fast. Okay, I gotta look good for the audience. Go faster. Hey, you know, Smith? I got a comment about this. One thing that I always point out is whenever you have to do a carry lane in Ace Combat game, I say it doesn't feel realistic. They make you hit the brakes instead of mash the gas. Alright. Nothing about changing anything. And I always felt that was weird. I remember watching a documentary saying that actually when aircraft land on the carrier, they're supposed to accelerate once they hit the carrier. With the idea being is if they don't catch the lines that catch them, that they don't just crash into the ocean. Yeah, full throttle. Just so you guys know, Smith is actually... Yeah. Yeah, the cable catches him and that's it. I remember watching a documentary about that. You know, that knowledge is like... I haven't seen Top Gun in a long time, but that knowledge... Well, like, knowing that that's the protocol for landing on an aircraft carrier makes the scene where, makes the scene in Top Gun where he's, like, actually helping the guy land the plane after he gets PTSD up in the air. You know, and he's, like, got no fuel left. I'm like, that makes that actually a much more intense scene. Oh. See, as cool as the XLAAs are, they have to be lined up. Or else they won't work. But yeah, just so you guys know, Smith is actually a very close friend of mine. And he also worked on an aircraft carrier, so... He's done a little bit.
Bandits in gun range.
Ah.
The enemy's tracking you on radar.
Cool! Up I go. Yep. I was fiddling around too much. I just wound up getting a face full of missile. Good thing I'm not playing on Ace difficulty. Well, I can't play on Ace difficulty because you have to beat the game on hard to unlock that. Alright. Looks like we got some concentration, some concentrations of enemies on this side. God. Hey, did I mention to you guys that this mission sucks? That's entirely because it's boring. In case I didn't say that, it sucks, and it's because it's boring. I'm pretty sure this is the last score. I'm pretty sure this is the, You're on TikTok clock. It's a shame because I don't think it's such a shame because Zero, in my opinion, is like a consistently fantastic entry, and you know it holds up just as well as all the other PS2 Ace Combat games. They are routinely called by the Holy Trinity as the Holy. They are called by the fan base as the Holy Trinity, is what I'm trying to say, and it's pretty easy to understand why, because they all deliver a consistent experience. But each of them, like, excels in something slightly different. So everyone has a unique personal opinion of it, whereas 4 is, like, a faithful update in the style of, like, Ace Combat 2, but ported over to new generations. But 5 has, like, the big story, and 0 kind of, it kind of finds a healthy balance between both of them, so that definitely puts 0 in a lot of people's hearts as one of the best Ace Combat games ever made. Oh, look at that! We've got a colorful boy over here. Let's get him. Now, the thing about a lot of the named ones is I think the named ones also have their own AI, so they behave a bit differently than a normal computer opponent. But not by much, I guess. I mean, it is still the PS2 we're talking about. Okay, there actually are some greens over here. This mission is a lot tougher with the understanding that if you're playing on night, if you're trying to get that night completion, you have to miss so many high-value targets.
These guys are well trained. They're a well-disciplined group. Warning, the enemy's locked onto you.
I mean, you got a lot of targets over here, but they're all like worth like 100, 120 or so.
The ground forces look pretty busy down there.
But that's this mission. I'm just happy I was able to find those typhoons. Okay, at this rate I'm gonna have to go for enemy fighters. Because
Why would a place like that have such a large
I keep saying that, and then I see more generic ground forces show up.
radar lock? Let the garrison unit take care of things outside. Start moving number 4.
The one thing that I have to say is that I think this is the last time we have a week. I think this is the last time in the series in which we have like a weak score attack mission like this. I think all the other score attack missions are fantastic after this. Or at least good. MiG-31s are worth some money.
Missile launched.
Oh, that one missed. That one won't.
Bandit down.
Alright, we're almost there! We're almost done with this level. Oh, don't say that, Pip!
Radar lock.
Nope. Nope, I'm gonna stay up here. I'm just gonna let the XLA... Boom!
All attack targets have been destroyed. Comm team, not bad for a couple of rookies.
I'm not a rookie!
Alright.
What are you saying, AWACS? Next time, Turndawg. Next time.
The mission to clear out remaining Belkan resistance was a success. As to the intended purpose for using the giant hangar described in the report, rest assured that intelligence is looking into the matter.
Well, I hope you look into the matter fast, because that doesn't sound good if there's a giant hangar holding something. Oh, I know what the giant hangar was for. You don't, but I do. All I'm gonna say is that Excalibur wasn't the only super weapon. The Fabled A11! It has 2 guns instead of 1.
We've received a report the remaining Belkan
Every time it
troops are
fires, it
converging on
sends it
Belkan's
backwards.
northern coast and The enemy is deploying land, sea, and airstrike teams.
Oh my gosh. Belka, please stop fighting.
Refuse to accept the Belkan interim government's official capitulation and are adamantly resisting.
Oh my gosh, it's just some crazy
In light of the
splintered
current
faction
political
now.
situation, this mission will be a top-secret operation carried out entirely by mercenaries. The mission will be called Operation Bloom and will be divided into 3 separate areas.
Operation Broom.
The Mars strike
What are we
team
fighting,
will attack
Canadians?
naval vessels and surface troops
Sweep
along
the
coast.
Leafs.
The Mercury strike team will engage land units and enemy fighters that are using a tunnel as a makeshift airbase. The Jupiter strike team will be responsible for maintaining air superiority after the Mars and Mercury teams have completed their missions.
I feel like doing an air superiority mission.
This operation will begin at 1600, when the capitulation ceremony takes place in Lumen. Mars team will strike first, followed by Mercury and then Jupiter. Choose carefully which team you wish to join.
I think my plane is currently best kitted out for anti-air, so let's see. I think Jupiter is the air-to-air mission. Yeah, let's just take out planes. I've had enough of ground targets from the previous mission. Belka's evil Canada. I mean, it's what's left of Canada after Osea took over the northern half of it. I mean, if you can clearly tell, Osea is like the United States and Canada. No, don't just fire mission. Oh my gosh. Right off the bat, they got a jammer craft.
At the coastline.
All right, PJ, just shoot stuff.
We're broadcasting live from the signing ceremony here in Lumen. Senior officials from each
There it is, EA6B.
of a peaceful solution.
I'm gonna get you, Growler. I think it's called a Growler.
Belka's military forces will be reduced.
Or Prowler. I think it's Prowler. That's right.
Come to an end. The agreement will be covered.
It's an It's an electronic warfare variant of the A6 Intruder.
You're doing fine, Golf Team. Keep it up, Cypher. Come on. It looks like this
And for some reason, that one was particularly maneuverable. All right, where's? Okay, there are more. There's another one.
numerous Allied tanks, and the atmosphere is stirred. Today's signatures will ratify an agreement which calls for
Okay,
the
Growler.
disarmament of Belka.
Growler's the right one. Why do I keep thinking Prowler?
Something's wrong with my radar. The enemy's got a jammer aircraft. Where does Belka plan to go?
There's another one.
Engaging. I missed. Locked on. Approaching gun range. Rake missile. The ceasefire was agreed upon
Yeah.
in large part to a 7
Yeah, I fought the 18 variant in a previous level.
The agreement also touches on the possession of nuclear armaments. Today,
Oh my gosh, there are two of them just hanging out. Chill.
in which tension between different countries will be greatly reduced.
Alright. Oh, got them both. Alright, we're done with jammers.
Allied bastard. Launch. Convoy shot down abandoned.
I have to say the target cam in this game is fantastic and does a great job of helping you. Helping you like orient yourself. Did I just dump? Holy crap! I completely forgot that I had the XLAAs deployed, and just fired all of them at all three of the guys chasing me. There's a MiG-21 in here. I'm so sorry, buddy.
Radar locked.
At least you're trying your best.
Com 2, Fox 2.
But it wasn't good enough.
Never forget about those 7 nukes.
MiG-31. MiG-31, I'm so sorry, but you cannot compete with superior Erusian tech. Oh, another jammer? No, it's not a jammer, it's an AWACS.
Some bandits are flying through the tunnel. Stay alert. They'll be out at any second.
Not that the electronic warfare is all that big a deal in this game.
Radar locked.
Never forget about those nukes.
Nice kill.
Sounds like they got more nukes. So yeah, I'm gonna mention this because this will be relevant in future games. Well, not future games, but in the next game. Because electronic warfare isn't a big deal in this one, outside of having jammercraft that mess with your radar. But in Ace Combat 6, electronic warfare will actually be a big deal. It's kind of a neat mechanic of it, but it does make it stand out from the rest of the series. Like it actually it tries to like depict how having an AWACS on the out in the battlefield actually drastically can change the tide of battle essentially. Even if it is in a silly arcade fashion. my gosh. I just completely beefed it. I thought I was in range. I just unloaded too early. Grippins! Finish off the Grippins. Oh, they're splitting off. Nope. Hit. Neutralized. Well, we did it. We got all the guys out.
The Belkan remnant forces have been completely eliminated. Well done, GOM team. Nevertheless, the Great War that enveloped the eastern countries and cost the lives of so many has finally come to an end.
Oh, yeah.
This is no remnant resistance. This war's not over yet.
I keep thinking those fins underneath the XO2 are rudders, but they don't turn when I use the rudder.
The operation was a success. The ceremony was also conducted without any trouble.
Like all yaw
Various
controls
governments
off of
will meet to
the
discuss how to deal with
the vectored
mercenary
thrust.
forces, in accordance with the war end agreement.
Oh my gosh, one more mission, and then I can get the XAGMs. A new aircraft. I get the EA-18G. So there we go. There's the electronic warfare variant of the F-18 that, as Smith pointed out, replaced the EA-6.
June 20th, 1995. A treaty declaring a cessation of hostilities was signed in Lumen, a city on the border of South Belka and Osea. It was a one-sided treaty that heavily favored Osea. The borders of the affected countries that fluxed greatly over the past years finally settled down at the cost of many human lives.
Holy crap.
The battlefield shifted to the tables, and the politicians from all countries squabbled with each other over the rights to the underground natural resources, the initial cause of this war. 6 months passed without any developments. 6 months of void. I focused on this time period for the hidden truth laid there. And I learned that my pursuit of him was not a mistake.
I think I'm going to go through and beat the game today. We're actually pretty close to the end, so I think I'm just going to barrel through it.
The top officers in the Belkan army have pulled a coup d'etat. Calling their organization a world with no boundaries, the forces bombed the city of Lumen, where the cessation of hostilities treaty was signed, using a giant gunship codenamed XBO.
Nope, we're going to do Ace Combat 6, and that's
Your
next
mission is
week.
to pursue the XBO and...
Uh-oh.
Wait. We've just received an emergency transmission from the control tower. Unidentified aircraft are approaching our base. Scramble all planes. Quick, there's no time. Get into the air immediately.
Oh shit, I think the thing we were trying to attack went for us first.
Warning, heavy ECMs. We're now on Cold War alert.
Whoa!
Visual confirmation of craft approaching the base. Everyone head to your boats. This is GOM 2. Control tower, situation report. Fire! Unidentified craft entering our airspace. Here they come. Take them out of the way. They're going for the runway. Direct hit on the runway. We can't take off.
Oh, we in trouble.
It could even be the GOM team. Send them up.
Here's a sad thing, Pib. There is an Ace Combat VR, but it's only in the PS4 version of Ace Combat 7.
Emergency launch!
Like, they really should add the VR mode to the PC version of Ace Combat 7. It would be amazing. Like, that's one of the few things I think would benefit VR greatly is, like, the cockpit for, like, a plane or a space game. Holy crap. Yeah. that really is it, Pib. I mean, the people aren't lying when they say, wide as an ocean, deep as a puddle, when it comes to Elite Dangerous. I think the thing people don't understand about Elite is that they have to understand that Elite, it has a lot of stuff, but there aren't a lot of things to do with the stuff you got. And that's kind of how Elite has always been. I mean, it's kind of a shame that it's still like that, but it is what it is, right? Well, I guess this XP. I think this is the XBO guy. Oh boy, we got ace pilots. Yeah, Echo. Elite Dangerous is like an open world game, except if your open world was the entire Milky Way, and all of the content was stretched out across that whole galaxy.
Espada 1 to Espada 2. It's time to stop the Demon Lord. This is Espada 2. Roger. Lead the way.
Oh no, they're going to stop the Demon Lord. Belka belongs to the Nords.
XBO must be destroyed. It's the only way to prevent a world with no boundaries.
Hey, what about
Aircraft. These are Sapin fighters. Lucio, 6th Air Division to Sapin aircraft. Cease attack immediately.
Alright, got one of the Espadas. The Espadas have particularly nasty AI. They are very, they're very harsh. These guys are tricky, but I do have to take them out. So let's focus on the Espadas first before we try to... I may have to just get in the furball to take them out, but... Alright, that's one. You got to see Knight come out of hyperspace once in front of you. Oh, he's smart. He called it off instead of playing chicken. Okay. Alright, we destroyed a whole bunch of stuff on that big guy. Oh no, we got a whole ton of new things, and now I'm out of XLAA, so there goes my Alright, we gotta get the we gotta take out the engines now. But it's got all these guns and stuff on it too. Maybe want to take out the guns. If it'll let me target one. Oh, anti-air missiles. Yeah, let's get that. Let's get that out of the picture. Oh no, I gotta actually focus on the engines. Man, I shouldn't have wasted my XLAAs on the Espadas. Alright, we almost got all these AA missiles out of the way. Oh, thank God. Alright. Now I can kind of slow down and take out these guns. And the engine.
Fox 2! Fox 2! All anti-air weapons on the upper half of XBO have been destroyed. Way to go. Damn, he's closing in on everyone. Get some attacks in around the XBO cockpit. That should mess up his steering.
As long as I don't get...
The XBO has been stripped of all defenses. Take her out, golf team.
But it's still shooting stuff at me.
Lock on.
Whoop. Got it.
The XBO's taking a death blow. It was Cypher. Cypher did it.
I love the presentation they give the XBO. Like when you start the mission and that darn thing flies overhead, that's so cool.
The rest is up to
It makes you really think, oh crap, that's bad.
There's a coded message on the radio.
Yeah.
Decrypting message. Yo, buddy. You still alive? Yes.
Oh my gosh, Pixie! Pixie's still around. Of course he is. Goodbye, XBO. I hardly knew you. So I'm guessing that's what the giant hangar in that previous mission was holding.
The XBO has been shot down. However, our base was heavily damaged in the surprise attack. The squadron that you engaged consisted of Sapin and Osean fighters. We're currently investigating the situation. Once we determine the location of the renegade organization, we will launch a counterinsurgency operation.
Captain America got some inspiration from this game. I mean, the XBO does look like something out of the MCU. Oh, wait, Smith! You gotta remember the, oh, what is it? What the heck is the name of it? It's the super weapon in Ace Combat 6. That's basically like the XBO, but even crazier. The Igaion, that's it.
We've confirmed that the aircraft that attacked our base belonged to the major rebel organization, A World with No Boundaries. This highly organized renegade army is comprised of soldiers from numerous countries, including Osea, Sapin, and of course Belka. They are believed to possess a massive arsenal of weapons. The coup forces are gathered at Mund, in northern Belka, where they've confiscated the Avalon Dam facility from the Belkan army. What's worse, we've discovered that this facility houses an experimental V2 weapon. Unfortunately, it took us a long amount of time to uncover this information due to the facility's location beneath the dam's waters. Proceed immediately to Avalon and destroy the V2 weapon. Note that B7R blocks your route from Valais Air Base to Mund.
We're going to the round table!
Encounter fierce resistance from the coup forces at both B7R and Mund. Remember to be prepared for attacks from land, air, or elsewhere when choosing which aircraft to pilot. This mission will succeed upon the destruction of the V2 in the target area and your safe return to base.
Oh my gosh.
Now go
The XAGMs won't even be worth it.
in one piece. Anything else is unacceptable.
The XAGMs won't be worth it because I won't be able to switch weapons for the next mission. These are the final 2 missions of the game, if I remember right. Well, let's just go at it with what we got. Yeah, the only reason 5 took so long is because there were so many cutscenes, in all honesty. It's like, it does have a lot more, it does have more missions, but it has a way more cutscenes than this game or 4 did. Which is partly why this one was a lot quicker to stream. Oh, right. This boy has to reach like 230 or something in order to actually take off. $220-ish. At least it makes it feel like it's actually like doing a proper takeoff instead of like taking off within 100 feet. Back to the round table.
Pass through B7R. It's an awful place, but the fastest shortcut. Maintain current course.
Let's get these XLAs ready. I completely forgot that we had one more round table fight.
Enemy aircraft detected close to area B7R.
Here we go.
There's no time to change course. Eliminate enemy forces in the round table and break through it. They have different ID signals in Velka. This is Wizard 1. The Demon Lord has captured the net.
Is he flying a Draken?
Wizard 5, Roger.
Why are they flying Drakens? Okay, no, those aren't. Oh wait, they gotta be, yeah. Oh no, F-16XLs! Oh my gosh, I forgot about that. I forgot about those.
Can't you read your IFM? We're allies, not enemies. These aren't friendly craft. They're coup d'etat forces.
It was a concept of a ground ground-based attacker variant of the F-16. I don't. No, they actually did have working prototypes and everything, but it never really was used.
You don't have time to play around.
It never saw official use. It was only tested.
What are you fighting for? This place is no longer a battlefield. The World War is being fought on a small round table in a meeting.
Oh my gosh.
To decide the beginnings of a new era. Crashing greed is the cause of all conflict.
Alright, let's get out of this. Let's get out of the furball. Alright. Oh no, we got YF-23s.
Radar lock.
Oh, they all split off.
The enemy's locked onto you. Box 2.
Maybe I should get some distance and dump XLAs into... Oh my gosh, these YF-23s are on my butt. Hard. It'll take a while to get some distance from these guys. Go!
Radar lock. Only 4? That's not right. Stealth fighters are mixed in with them.
They all... Well, I got a hit.
Damn, reconfirming position. And the Demon Lord of the Round Table must exit the stage. We will carry out
Oh my gosh. This is tense, man.
What do you mean?
Yeah, the enemy AI is way better in this than it was in 5 for sure. This almost reminds me of fighting Yellow Squadron in Ace Combat 4. Because I really feel like Ace Combat 4's Yellow Squadron had better AI than Ace Combat 5's Aces entirely. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna get killed by these guys. I cannot get a winning shot on this.
I'm gonna get killed if I don't do something. Warning, the enemy is locked onto you. Go down in fear.
Last try. Nope! Oh my gosh! I couldn't get anything on that. Oh, these guys are brutal.
Your final sortie.
Alright, I'm just gonna skip it. Whatever. I'm pretty sure, like, there's, like, a marginal money thing.
B7R.
Actually, no. PJ, cover me and use your special weapon.
Maintain concourse.
These guys are tough. I mean, it wouldn't be a challenge if they didn't give me some hard missions, right?
Enemy aircraft detected close to area B7R. There's no time to change course. Eliminate enemy forces in the round table and break through it.
I will finish this game tonight, though. That is a promise. We're too close. We're too close for this to not be it. To not be the night. F-16 XL.
This is Wizard 5, Roger. Let's begin. Target acquired. There's 4 of them. They're approaching from the front.
I just completely forgot that the F-16 XL was the thing.
The Demon Lord has built himself a point of aim. Let's see if he can live up to it. Come on, Ocean aircraft. Can't you read your IFM? We're allies, not enemies.
Well, I can't read my IFF either, because they're tagged as enemies, buddy.
What are you doing? The war's ended long ago. Whatever their reasons, some pilots from Osea have joined the coup. You don't have time to play around with them. Hurry up and shoot them all down. What are you fighting for? This place is no longer a battlefield. The World War is being fought on a small round table in a meeting room.
Got one.
It's a discussion to decide the beginnings of a new era. Crashing greed is the cause of all conflict. No walls in a dogfight. You just have to take the enemy out. Get them up here enough.
Oh boy, this is something else, man. Let's get some distance. Let's get some distance. Spin around. XLAA. See if we can hit anyone. Nice. Jeez, these F-16 XLs are... Well, they're all persistent. I'm just happy I was able to get one of those YF-23s out of the way. Man. Amazing, I'm fighting against a bunch of aircraft that never actually saw full production. For those of you who aren't in the know, the YF-23 was actually part of a competition to determine what the next stealth fighter was going to be. It was between that and what now is the F-22. There are many that would argue that the F-22 was just kind of the default answer. Was kind of what the government wanted, even though the YF-23 technically outperformed it for the most part. But I don't know a whole lot about that. I just remember hearing that. Oh! Apparently the YF-23 has a better stealth capability, has a bigger payload, and can go faster than the F-22. The F-22 is more maneuverable because it has vectored thrust. Oh, also the YF-23 is made out of recycled parts, so it's a lot cheaper to make than the F-22 was.
Enemy forces have suffered considerable damage. Comm team, you're almost there. We're the stars of the realm.
He's flying actual garbage. Go back to the recycle bin. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna pull through.
This sky belongs to Golf. Maybe we'll shoot each other.
PJ, you're so cocky.
Way to go.
I was about to say, that XLA was really close to actually hitting.
I'll drag her down with me.
Oh, no you won't. No you won't, wizard. Gotta keep him pursued. Got him!
I'll be hot on your tail until your fuel burns up. There's no one on the same level as Dawn 1.
That's not gonna hit, that's too far away. I gotta get really close. Whoa. Let's go, PJ. We're not done.
All enemy planes are down. There has been no change in plans. Stay on course to target destination. I'll follow Cypher to the end.
Alright, we're almost at the end.
I never expected their defense network to be so strong. An Allied Forces squadron approaching from a different route should be arriving at the rendezvous point any time now. It seems the coup force isn't playing around. Maintain your present course and rendezvous with the Allied squad.
Alright, I think next mission is the final? We're pretty close. Yay, I can get the F-16XL and the YF-23. If I wanted. But we're firmly stuck on XO2 Wyvern. Yep, I'm pretty sure this is it. Yep, YF-23, Smith.
I'll transmit the latest data we've received from the Allied forces. According to this, the dam is protected by an intensive anti-aircraft defense network. To deal with this, the Allied squadron will draw anti-aircraft fire to itself in the skies. Meanwhile, GOM team will join the Allied squad's Avalon Dam strike team and approach the target at low altitude through the canyon. That's the only way we stand a chance at succeeding. If you destroy the V2 launch control facility, you should be able to stop the weapon from being fired. The V2 will probably be equipped with a nuclear warhead. The destruction caused by its single warhead will most likely dwarf the damage inflicted by that tactical nuclear attack before. All the Allied forces will be mobilized for this full-scale operation. It seems this war doesn't want to come to an end. We must stop the V2 launch. Hurry!
Are you guys ready for the final mission?
Pilots, check your plane and prepare for refueling. 1 mile to refueling craft.
So this is it. This is the finale. And then after this, we got Ace Combat 6 next week.
500 yards to go.
Okay, just got a steady.
One, maintain your current flight path.
I wasn't holding position very well, and then he just like, okay, you're good. The Exo-2 Wyvern's very touchy controls. It really is insane to think that like the mid-air of a feeling is a legit thing. That. Oh my gosh. Like the amount of effort and finesse it would take to pull off something like that. That precise. All right. This is it. We gotta stay low.
Golf team, keep low to the water on your approach to Avalon. You'll be shot down if you fly high. Get to the enemy fortress. Once you're close, increase altitude and fly over the dam.
I'm not gonna worry too much about the targets. The targets leading up to it.
You passed the first bridge. Calm down. Y'all isn't the only team that can fight. Our guys above are taking the heat. Don't let them down. Hurry, but keep it cool. Sorry, Savage 4 pulling out. You passed the second bridge. Damn, a wall. 2 to 3 dead. 8 planes left. Gizmo 2, hang in there. It won't be long until Golf Team takes out the V2.
Oh! Full throttle, no time for calm here. Yeah, as oh no. Oh no, no good. No good.
I feel like I'm about to hurl.
This is not a good position to be in right now. Because if I die at any point in this mission, I gotta restart from the top. Alright, we're at the dam. Let's check out these gun towers, though. Because that's gonna be a pain in the butt. We don't want to get shot. We don't want to get hurt any more than we have. Oh no, we need to hit them with 2 missiles to take out these towers.
No matter what, I never want to see that man land again. V2 is ready for liftoff. Beginning countdown. 7 minutes to V2
Alright.
launch.
You guys ready for a tunnel run?
There are 3 launch control devices positioned at the base of the dam. Destroy them all.
Alright, the tunnel run, this isn't quite as scary as Ace Combat 5's. But I think for efficiency's sake, I'll need to go through them twice.
Those lines will give birth to new conflict. Rising above countries and armies, our world with no boundaries will become
Let's destroy 2 lock joints on each pass.
for the people. It's time for a perfect world without restrictions or wars. V2 will erase
Oh no. Alright, we gotta fly up and
Take out
loop
the
back
launch
around.
control devices before barriers close up and cover their facilities. He's flying with a sense of justice.
Alright,
I have to stop them from launching the V2.
I gotta see if I can take out all 3 of this one's. Nope, I don't think I can.
Missile launched.
Nope. Oh, that's right. And destroying the lock joints exposes a control unit. So I'm not actually done. I have to go in one more time. Luckily, this isn't quite as scary as, in my opinion. Oh no, yeah, it takes some time for these to rise up, so I gotta just do one last pass.
Avalon, this is the final destination.
Alright.
5 minutes to V2 launch. Warning! The enemy's locked onto you! Give! Reload!
Okay. Alright, now we gotta just take out the control units. Oh. I gotta be careful. I still need health for the one. I still need health for the there's more to this beyond taking out these control units. Oh my gosh! Why is there an X-29 in here? Nope. Okay.
We did it! We stopped the V2 launch! We're gonna be branded as heroes! We're confirming the situation. Cypher, BJ, stand by. Now the war is finally over. I got a girlfriend back at the base. I'm gonna propose to her when I get back. I even bought flowers.
Keep raising those death flags, PJ. RIP!
So, have you found a reason to fight yet? Buddy.
Oh no, it's Pixie! And now he wants to kill me! Oh good, that's a new mission actually, the fight against Pixie. You ready for banger music? Oh, mint laser!
Stand by. We're analyzing the situation. Here comes the snow. Shoot down the enemy. I'll run a plane analysis and fill you in ASAP.
We gotta keep hitting him. Yeah, he's got a big tactical laser mounted on the back of his plane. He also has burst missiles. I just gotta keep shooting at him. Yeah. He could damage more than my eyesight. He's like a little flying Excalibur right now. Yep. Like I said in the description for the first stream, Pip, the Arthurian legend need more Spanish guitar and castanet as well. Gosh, I need to get some hits in on this guy.
Phase 1 analysis complete. Transmission from enemy craft detected. He's controlling
Oh no, he's firing missiles now. He's firing big burst missiles. Well, right now he's... Yeah, he can't hit me with the hit scan laser, but now he's not using the hit scan laser. Now he's using the screw you bomb. The screw you missiles. Ow! I must have gotten right in a bad spot.
There's only one way, buddy. You've got to fight for what you believe in. There's no mercy in war. People live and people die. That's all there is to it.
Oh, I don't know. I don't know about R-Wing for 7. Someone recently modded it to have the F-15 active in, which is a variant of the F-15 that has vectored thrust and canards. So, I don't know. Maybe someone might be able to pull it off. I'm going to assume it's not easy. I mean, heck, you could even have it... I bet if he has some real... I bet if you got someone who's really talented at it, he could even... He could even set it up so that the R-Wings, wings fold and unfold based on how fast it's going. Similar to how it, like, you know, narrows and widens depending on whether it's using all range mode and stuff. Yeah. Well, I hit him, and then he dropped the freaking burst missile right in front of me. You guys remember that whole... Oh, you could steal it from that... Yeah, I forget the name. Starlink? Is that the name of the game? The one where you have that giant R-Wing toy that you attach to your Joy-Cons? Oh my gosh. I do love this this theme as much as we get the crazy mariachi stuff going. Oh my gosh, I gotta get more hits on them. I am just burning through missiles. In order for me to progress to later phases of the fight, I do have to keep hitting him. And hopefully the third phase is the final phase. Yeah. Don't worry, Pip, it's Ace Combat. Plane weight isn't a thing. Maybe it has a little missile-making factory inside of it, like an automated missile builder. Don't tell me how it gets the resources to do it. By going very, very fast. Yeah, we are going pretty fast. I'm like going full throttle to keep up with them for the most part. Get him, get him. No, don't! Oh my gosh. I've got to be very conscious about my missile use now, because I'm actually running low on the point where I need some for the final phase. Oh, thank God. Oh no, he launched it. He launched the V2. Oh no, we're pressing the we're pressing the reset button.
We completed analysis of the enemy craft, codenamed Morgan. This plane is protected by an ECM defense system. Its only weak point is in the front air intake. You'll have to attack it head on. Go, take down Morgan.
All right.
Only one who can stop him.
Are you guys ready for plane jousting?
I pray for your success. You and I are opposite sides of the same coin. Gone one, go for his front air intake. When we face each other, we can finally see our true selves. There may be a resemblance, but we never face the same direction.
Oh my gosh, he's on me, bud. He's on me, bud. Distance, 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 distance. Go! Oh man, he turned around.
V2 re-entry in 5 minutes.
Oh man. Oh man. The jousting worked great earlier, but now he's really just hugging me. No, I slammed right into the... This is what I get for not looking forward. Oh, failure, 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 failure everywhere.
Confirmed reactivation of nuclear silo. Comm team, continue your mission. Engage. Stand by. We're analyzing the situation.
Alright, well let's see if I can do better this time.
Here goes the snow. Shoot down the enemy. I'll run a plane analysis and fill you in ASAP. Those who survive a long time on the battlefield start to think they're invincible. I bet you do too, buddy.
Oh, that was awful. I'm so sorry. But Echo, you're his buddy. That's how he's called you the whole game. His catchphrase is, "Yo, buddy, you still alive?" Oh my gosh, that was actually close to his laser hitting me. Oh my gosh, look how fast this guy's going. I am going full throttle. Ow! He actually fried me. Oh man! Oh man, what am I doing with my life here? I am playing terribly now.
Confirmed reactivation of nuclear silo. Comm team, continue your mission. Engage. Stand by. We're analyzing the situation.
This is actually, in my opinion, I honestly would say this is one of the greatest. This is one of the best missions in the whole series. Oh, jeez. It's just I don't normally get caught by his freaking laser attack. What am I doing with my life here? Testimonial for Channel 70. Thank you, Pim. Alright. I'm doing pretty well on the offensive right now. Once I can get done with the laser phase, I think I should be golden. Part that gets me is that, like, the laser is clearly flying in very erratic directions compared to, like, where he's going. I'm just dumping missiles right now. Oh, nice! I got him with the XLAAs. Pixie doesn't like borders. Alright, I got a couple hits in with the XLAA, so that's good. Just tell the admin he's hacking so he gets banned. To be fair, he is hacking, so we should ban him. Alright, we're doing a lot better on this run. Except for the laser hit. No! Now I can't take a single missile hit from this guy. I mean, I feel like that's technically a victory, crashing right into V2. Got him! Superplane versus superplane. You know, but he survives this, if you guys remember. Because if you remember, like, all these cutscenes, one of the guys who's being interviewed is Pixie. Oh, Pixie isn't in the next game. Oh,
So this is the hidden truth.
I
about
love
the
that. I
war.
love that fight.
And this is where his trail ends as well. The impact of the 7 nuclear detonations on the world's psyche was great.
Maybe he
Those
is,
who
and that's why
witnessed the
he's a ground troop.
went on to organize a global arms reduction. Perhaps they were admonishing themselves.
No, they're not admonishing themselves.
The existence of V2 was concealed. The events that occurred after the war faded from people's memories, and these men were also sealed away from history. Maybe this was one path to achieve peace.
So they hid everything about the World with No
And
Boundaries
here the curtain
faction.
falls on this story. However, that does not mean their own stories came to an end.
And I think we're gonna...
I fly under the code of knighthood. It's no surprise, since we soldiers are the descendants of the Belkan Knights. We protect the meek and give our lives for honor, but that does not mean that we are generous, since generosity will cost us our lives. If the pilot survived to the end of the war, he must have carried out these rules.
I bailed out and landed here. The captain was gone. I've lived a comfortable life since then, and I probably have him to thank for that. They ring the bells here at dusk to honor the liberation of the capital. It signals peace, but to me, they are the sounds of death.
Hatred cannot be the only motivation for war. It only brings about more pointless deaths. I lost most of my students. They were all my children, my flesh and blood. I will never overcome that grief. I'll probably never teach anyone again, nor will I ever go up in the sky again. I have entrusted everything I know to a new generation. I'll just look on from here.
God damn it, Pip.
Marcela Vasquez, the Espada Team's number 2, and former member of the Sapan Air Force, 9th Air and
Yep,
Land
Sapan
Division,
is totally
11th
Ace
Tactical
Combat
Fighter
Spain.
Squadron. She is thought to be a survivor of the coup d'etat squadron. She currently earns a living as a dancer.
If the Demon Lord hadn't appeared, our lives might have been different. For me, it wasn't about flying or ideals. Most of all, it was about him, my flight lead. Our mission was to escort the heavy command cruiser that was to act as transportation for the organization. And the Demon Lord appeared, as if to block our path. I will never forget his overwhelming power. One by one, my comrades were shot down, and then the mother bird we were supposed to protect. We survived after the fight. We left our organization and returned to the ground together. But those whose hearts are in the sky will always return to the sky. He was one of them, and so he left, even though his wounds had yet to heal, and he died there, never to return to me.
Oh, she was in love with him.
But I don't blame anyone. The regret and suffering that remained after that battle were also what he had given me. They're among the precious few things he left behind.
Joshua Bristow, former captain of the Ocean Air Defense Force, 8th Air Division.
Oh yeah,
32nd
the
Technical
documentary
Fighter
style is
Squadron.
really nice for Ace Combat
His
Zero.
actions during the Balkan War are surrounded in mystery, and he is rumored to be one of the founders of a world with no boundaries. His whereabouts were unknown after the decisive Battle of Valdreich. But
They
several years
stick with
later,
5
he
style
resurfaced
without the
as a
puddle of
leader
mud
a
though.
terrorist organization.
After this.
Today, he is serving time in prison.
This darkness and that little window are my entire world now. I'm actually rather fond of it. The darkness envelops me in a borderless world, a world with no boundaries. He was not the reason we were unable to change the world. No matter what the desired outcome is, the world can still change, as long as people expand their knowledge and desire change. Today's world has already changed from what it was back then.
Larry Falk, also known as Solo Wing Pixie. GALM Team's number 2, and member of the Ustio Air Force, 6th Air Division, 66th Air Force Unit. That's right. This man was his buddy. And his enemy.
Buddy.
I should have died that day, but I didn't. I dragged my wounded body and reached ground zero of the nuclear detonations. A barren, empty land. I felt an unbearable sadness when I witnessed that landscape. There were still people living there. They were the ones that saved me. It may be true that the world has no need of borders, but would getting rid of them really change anything? The world won't change for the better unless we trust people. Trust is vital in a peaceful world, but that will never happen. I'm still on the battlefield. Right now I'm near a border. I want to see for myself what borders really mean, and what their volition really is. I may not find what I'm looking for, but I still want to try. Anyway, that's what I've come to believe, and I think that's enough. Will he see this video? If you do meet him, give him a message for me. Yo, buddy. Still alive? And thanks, friend. See you again.
The Demon Lord of the Round Table. A warrior who soared through the Balkan War, inspiring both fear and admiration.
Yeah, he killed PJ.
In the skies for but a few short months before he disappeared. Apart from that, nothing is known about him. I was never able to find out what kind of a person he really was. But whenever they talked about him, they always had a slight smile on their faces. That, perhaps, may be my answer.
Well, that was Ace Combat Zero, everybody. I don't know. Because it's not like Pixie was like aiming to do what he did from the start. He just kind of his ideals kind of were put into question based on what he was experiencing out, and that's when he kind of got sort of tempted by a world with no boundaries. At some point, he just decided he had enough, and he found a terror organization that whose ideals he believed in, or he was an evil Canadian. Who knows? Operation Broom, after all. Although, to be fair, that would be Operation Rake, if I were to be specific. Oh, man. But, once again, I do have to say, I agree with you, Pib. The documentary format that they went for the cutscenes in this game was really nice. I like that whole thing, interviews with people who had fought you and everything. I thought that was really clever. But, for Ace Combat 4, they're going to use in-game renderings for the cutscenes. And I'm gonna... not 4, 6. What am I talking about? Ace Combat 6 is going to use in-game renderings for all its cutscenes. Oh yeah, this is a lot more interesting, I think, as well. But, 6 is going to use in-game rendered cutscenes that are still in the style of 5's, but it's I'm going to say as a warning that Ace Combat 6 probably has the weakest story of the newer Ace Combats. It's weak in the sense that it kind of is frustrating, like, what the story follows. And then, but then after that we got Ace Combat 7, which is kind of awkward because the story jumps around a crazy ton, but I feel like you guys are kind of used to the way the storytelling works, so you'll be able to follow it pretty well. Oh. I still have to say, though, that final mission, that fight against Pixie, is still an honestly fantastic moment in the game. As tough as it was for me and everything, it's still just edge of your seat, kind of like adrenaline pumping and all that. Now, one thing I did hear, and I have to say that I have to say this because I'm not sure I've actually pulled it off. If you complete every mission with every single alignment, so soldier, knight, and mercenary, I get to beat the final level. No, Smith, I'm not gonna try that. On Ace difficulty too, right? But apparently, if you complete every mission within every alignment, you unlock a bonus level in which you battle against Mobius 1, the protagonist of Ace Combat 4. I have to admit, as much as I've played these games, I have not actually gotten myself to that point in 0. So maybe someday I'll have to see what that's all about. Yes, Pip, it's the sound the A-10's gun makes when you fire it. But yeah, these games are great fun. I'm glad you guys are enjoying watching the streams. Yes, they do, Smith. Especially, I'm glad you guys held out after my Ace Combat 3 stream, because I think that was the roughest part with this with me having to constantly jump around save files and like having the story keep rewinding and going backwards and repeating and stuff. And being, you know, excessive anime stuff. But it meant we got to get to this point, and pretty sure, yeah, pretty sure 6 has a tunnel run. Yeah, like every Ace Combat has a tunnel run. Oh man, there we go. Alright, we unlocked the free mission mode, New Game Plus, and the cutscene viewer, music player. Hey, we can finally fly the F-22! After you beat the game, you can get the F-22. Oh, nice. Oh, man. When you beat the game on each alignment, you get unique color schemes for every plane based on the alignment you take. And the night alignment colors are some of my favorites. Alright. Well, that was Ace Combat Zero, everyone. I'm glad I was able to finish it off in 2 streams. So, next up after this is going to be Ace Combat 6. I can finally put away the PS3, and I'm going to have to dig up the Xbox for this one. But, oh my gosh. It's been a great run so far. We're getting close. Aww. Thanks, Pib. I appreciate the card. Well, it's a great run. We're getting close to the end of the Ace Combat streams. You know, it's just going to be 6 and 7 after this. But yeah. Thanks everyone for watching. Have yourselves a great rest of the week, and get yourselves ready for the pinball stream. Pinball stream this Friday. I'm going to be doing Earthshaker. A lot of earthquake action going on in this. Yeah, the PS3 UI font is Rodin. Yep. Thanks everyone for watching again. Tune in for Earthshaker this Friday, and tune in for Ace Combat 6 next week. Have a good one, everyone.